Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It is yours truly, Do Rock Creek. What's happening with all my people out there in the free world today, man? Welcome back to the round table. You know what I'm saying? We got the wonderful, beautiful Golden here with us today. You know what I'm saying? She brings something extra special, you know what I'm saying, to the round table today. So we're going to address these issues accordingly. You know what I mean? We're not going to hold y'all up too long. We only got about 20 minutes at the most, you know what I'm saying, to try to get, this issue out to the round table, you know what I mean? So without any further ado, Golden, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. It is wonderful to see your beautiful face as always. So what we got up on the menu today?
Okay, so lately there's been a lot of cases in the media, old and new, of course, about parents. They like these poor babies. They've been a target lately. So there's been a lot of kids missing. A lot of parents doing stuff to their kids. I just been seeing a lot lately. It's just horrible. So. I had pulled a couple cases, that stick out to me. I mean, every case is, special, but there's just a couple, that I've seen on TikTok, and a lot that's been going viral. So I wanted to bring it to us, to the show today. So
Okay, that's
yeah.
wonderful. It's a couple of things that I wanted to add on to that, but we're gonna go ahead and let you kick it on off. You know what I'm saying? What's first up on the menu?
Okay, so I want to do the most recent. So the most recent is Emmanuel Hero. Okay, a 7 month old baby. So his mother, Rebecca, like on August 14th, but last week, 2 weeks ago, she reported being attacked. Um, I guess she was in the parking lot at a Big Five, and she reported that some man came up to her, attacked her, and I guess took off. I guess kidnapped her son and took off in a silver SUV. Well, the way she was doing, like she was just extra with it, like hyperventilating, crying too much, like, but it was dry tears, So of course, right away the media reacted. Everybody was like, "No, there's something off about the story." Like the first day, seeing, everything. So not even like what after 2 weeks after she reported, 2 weeks later from the day she reported, they arrested her and the father. So they're saying that the father killed that 7 month old baby, and supposedly because it's in an embankment. It's like embankment when you drive on the highway, and it's like down there. It's like the rails right there. Supposedly, when they were driving, he threw the baby out the window into the embankment. Yes, because I was wondering why they got him in handcuffs, and he don't. It's like he was out there looking, but they don't know where the baby is. If they buried him, they would know. So apparently, he threw the baby out the window into an embankment, so the baby could be anywhere. So they've been out there with the dad, and they've been searching. They have two other kids, of course. They're with CPS. They said protective custody, whatever that means. But yeah, and that why don't you just give the kids up? If you guys are not mentally stable, financial, whatever, give them to a relative. Just take them to foster care. Like, and why do they target one supposed to be the other? Like there was another case recently too. Out of Bakersfield, the father and the stepmom, they were pouring hot water on he was pouring hot water on his daughter. They were making her take the water into the microwave, boil it, pouring it on her, had her put her hand in the door, smashed her hand to where like she had no fingernail. And he, like, I guess what killed her is he socked her so hard in the stomach and the throat and killed her. They found her at a motel in the bathroom, deceased. This happened like last month, barely, in Bakersfield.
Yeah, I don't even
It's
know
just
what to hey,
horrible.
I don't even know what to think about that, right? Because as I try to vision these incidents occurring where you have these grown adults that's doing this to these children, right?
Hmm.
I can't come up with nothing in my conscious mind as to what would inspire. Like you have to be completely wired wrong, right?
Yes.
Just like for instance, using this guy as an example, Marcus Delone Wesson, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Marcus Delone Wesson, man. Now I had heard about this dude. He resided in Fresno. That's the guy
Mhm.
that unalived all nine of his kids. Not only did he unalive these kids, but this dude was impregnating his own daughters.
Mhm.
His wife, the lady that he married, had daughters, right?
Yep.
He fell in love with one of the daughters. She was 8 years old when he started having this sick fantasy about her. When she turned
Mhm.
15 years old, he got her pregnant. He got married to her and got her pregnant,
Yep.
right? Now,
Mhm.
what was more disturbing is the mother gave her blessings for this dude to do this.
And was
What's
still living in the house with them. Yes.
Yeah, what's even more disturbing is other people offered their children to this animal.
Horrible. Yes, I remember.
And he did the same thing repeatedly, got all these little girls pregnant.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this guy had probably 11 to 15 children by all these little girls that he was molesting and teaching
Yep.
them how to perform sexual acts on
Yep.
him and utilizing religion as a disguise as to brainwash these little girls into doing these sexual things with him. Now,
Mhm.
Marcus Delone Wesson was convicted of 9 counts of first degree unaliving and 14 sex crimes, including rape and molestation of his underage daughters. His
Mhm.
victims was his own children, fathered through incestual abuse, sexual
Horrible.
abuse, right, of his daughters and nieces, as well as his wife's children.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, then at the end of the day, he unalived all nine of the kids. Do you know this dude put his own sons out the house because he felt like they was becoming his competition to
Yeah.
their own siblings, his
Disgusting. He
kids,
would have
his
them
daughter?
separated. Mhm. Yep.
Hey, the more
Crazy.
that I learned about this dude, the more I couldn't believe that they actually had these type of people roaming the earth, but unfortunately they do. You have people that commit them type of crimes on their own kids. You know what I'm saying? Such as another example, Casey Anthony, right?
Yep.
Now,
Mhm.
Casey Anthony had a baby girl, a little girl, infant, right? 2 years old.
Mhm.
Somehow, some way, this little baby get unalived, get taped up with duct tape, wrapped in a trash bag, and discarded like it was roadkill. This was a baby,
Mhm.
a 2 year
Yeah.
old baby. She lied and tried to say that her father is the one that unalived that baby. And when she said when it all happened, she woke up and her father was standing there holding the baby unalived.
Oh my God.
Right?
Lies.
So in a
Mhm.
panic, he take the unalived body of this 2 year old baby and duct tape it and put it in the trash bag and discard it on the side of the road in some bush. You know what I'm saying? Like it was roadkill. This
Mhm.
is his own granddaughter. This is what she accused him of. But this
Yeah.
is your daughter. Even if he did do that, how could you? She was partying at the time of them looking for this
That's
baby
all
girl.
she cared about. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, she partied up until they found this baby girl. Even after they found this baby girl unalived, she was partying. She could care less about that baby. So the story about her father, and then she reported the baby missing a month and a half later.
Yeah. I remember that case, and she didn't even do that much time. I think she's free now. Horrible.
Yeah, she's free. She been free. She went to trial. She got acquitted of the unaliving of the baby, and they let her go. So yeah, she's been
Mhm.
out for forever. You know what I'm saying? Doing Netflix specials and different shows. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Still blaming the father, still pointing the finger. You know what I'm saying? Not taking no blame for what she did. Your own daughter. Any man that would mess with a woman like that after you know you've been accused of doing this to your own daughter and nothing makes sense about anything that you said in regards to it, and everything in my right mind tells me that you're guilty of it. Any man that messed with her is a weirdo. Point blank, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Point blank, you got to be wired just as wrong as she is. If you want to mess with a
exactly.
woman like that and potentially have kids with her after she done what she did to her 2 year old, come on, man.
Horrible.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's ugly. That's nasty work.
Yes.
For real, for real. What else you got, Golden?
I have a lot. Okay, so Jordan Manny Collins. Okay, so he went back in May this year. He went to go live with his father, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
kind of brings like with Casey Anthony. This boy was missing for 2 months. So the mom, like, I don't know, she something hit her. So of course she reached out, and he tried to say that he just left. So they were looking for him. So some type of video the police got a hold of. I don't know if it was from surveillance or something, but it was involving like a dumpster, a trash can, and stuff. So sure enough, they did a search. They started searching the landfill. That video took them to the landfill. So they started searching the landfill. They found a decomposed body recently, and it came out to be the little boy, Jordan Manny Collins, and his head was decapitated as well. And his father was arrested for his murder. And if you see the father, he looks like he has mental issues. Like he just there's something they don't look right in his face. So they did a search. They found like really sharp knives, like all kind of nice blood on them. Like the mat, it was cut out. So I guess at the beginning he was like cooperating with the police, but then once I guess of course they found his son, then he stopped cooperating altogether. He went to a bank, withdrew money. He tried to flee, but they caught him. So
Wow.
I don't know. And then there's another guy. His name is Travis Decker. He um he was in the army. He was a vet, very skilled. And towards the end of his career, he joined the National Guard. Okay, so him and his wife they divorced in 2023. So what recently? So basically, he was living like just unstable, just everywhere in the wilderness, whatever. I think this was out of Washington. So she let the judge know, like basically he's living
Uh-oh. Think we lost connection with Golden for a second, so we're gonna wait for it to come back on. In the meantime, man, yeah, these topics, bro, always rub me the wrong way. I'm not gonna
Hello,
lie.
sorry about that. I got a call. Hopefully my mom doesn't
Oh, okay. Golden is back, y'all. So go ahead,
life
continue.
and uh, okay, sorry about that. My mom tried to call. Hopefully she doesn't try to call back. But like I
Okay,
was
it's
saying,
fine.
she went to the court. She still she still wants them to have visitation and stuff. It's just she's just concerned. So basically he was trying to tell the court like his he believes his daughters can learn, what I'm saying, from his life, how he's living, and just like everything that he's indulging in or whatever. So the judge just switched it up, so they made it for like every other weekend. So that, I guess, he didn't like that. So the weekend that he did get the girls, then he had restricted visitation. So basically they could not spend the night with them. He had to bring them back at a certain time. Well, nightfall comes. Of course, she calls the police. So they found his truck in the woods. The dog was off to the side unharmed. He, all the girl stuff was in the truck. Not too far from the truck, like 8 feet. They found the three girls, all under the ages of 10, zip tied with plastic bags wrapped around their head. So he killed all three of them. And then on the back of his truck, there was two bloody handprints. So, and he has not been found. They found searches of how to get jobs in Canada, how do you live in Canada, it's like everything with Canada. So they're still looking for him to this day. They're saying that the police have been really quiet about it because they believe that they're closing in on him. So hopefully, he's caught soon. And they said that he dealt with definitely a lot of personality disorders and stuff, and so they try to do an intervention and all that, but it was just too late. So of course the mother, she's blaming the court, because a lot of men that do go into the army, they suffer from PTSD and all that, so they need help. They really can't be around nobody, I believe, because it does something to their mind, their mental health.
Yeah, um, I'm not gonna blame if you commit a crime against a kid. I can't write that off as just you know what I'm saying. You going through something? No, no, no. You have a complete and total mental. Um, I'm not even gonna say disability, right? But you're off. You're completely off. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And in my humble opinion, and this is just me, right? This is not the reflection of the swaying glow. You know what I'm saying? But them people need to be put down like a wild animal. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being given the chances and opportunities over and over again to be able to, commit these type of acts. Just like the dude Marcus Delone Wesson, people gave him their kids
Yeah.
over and over again. You know what I'm saying? And the signs is there that all these little girls was popping up pregnant at the same time. He tried to isolate them by living in that weird house where he had them
Yep.
living. You know what I'm saying? So people, it wouldn't raise suspicion that these little girls is popping, all of them is popping up pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
But these the same
yeah.
type of people that's given the opportunity over and over again to be able to do this type of thing because the laws is trained on slapping these type of people on the wrist and letting them back out only to commit the same acts over
Yeah.
again.
And just like the case with the boy I was just talking about, Jordan Manny Collins, the father was only charged with second-degree murder. Like, no, like, come on, he decapitated his son. He killed him, like, second-degree murder. Like, he's gonna get out soon. Like, that's horrible. That's nothing. He should be given life, or he should get the death penalty. That's like a child. Like, come on. I think he was like 16, 17.
Well, again, life and the death penalty ain't good enough for me when you do something because you're
Yeah.
taking the innocence away from those children. You're not giving them the opportunity to blossom into what they're supposed to, as God intended them to. You're robbing them of
Hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? So by you being the adult and knowing better, supposed to know better, you know what I'm saying? You're taking advantage
Hmm.
of their vulnerability. You know what I mean? And you know you are. You
Yeah.
making a decision in your head to not just think about it, but actually follow through upon your thoughts by doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I
And a
can't be
lot of them
innocent.
are premeditated too. A lot of them are because they find searches and stuff after and all that before. So yeah.
Well, well, yeah. I mean, if they doing this type of thing, man, they keeping their eye on this kid. You know what I'm saying? Until they feel that they can manipulate them into doing what they want to do to them sexually. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And yeah, I can't have no sympathy for anybody that does something like that. Period. The jail system ain't good enough because you got
It's
so
not.
many people that they send in and out for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that get caught up for doing that type of thing, man, is judges, state officials. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Preachers. You know
Police.
what I
Yep.
mean? They come from this type of background and do that type of stuff. That's why the laws are
Yeah.
so bendable and flexible for them to be able to slap them on the wrist and put them back out there. You know what I'm saying? And slap a 50 or 100-yard um, uh, keep away status from a school. They go to another district. You know what I'm saying? Find another school. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. And like,
So,
remember in 1994? Do you remember Susan Smith, the white lady that said she was carjacked by two black
yeah,
guys, and she ended
yeah.
up rolling
Into
her
the
two
river.
babies into the river, and it was all because she was cheating on her husband, and the man that she was cheating with said he didn't want kids. Like, she could have just gave it to her husband, or she could have just left. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with you. They go through all this, just all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? To take these innocent kids' life that are actually their kids, they have to feel something. I don't understand. And this is crazy. Just like Brian McKnight, like he got a whole new family. He's like a demon to me. He got a whole new family. He's with some Asian girl, some lady, woman, whatever. And his daughter sued him. He's gonna try to say that the daughter, when she was a minor, was doing inappropriate things with her cousin. I guess she had her from his previous marriage, because he was married to some lady from 1999, from like 2003. He has two sons with her, and one of the sons, Nico, he just recently passed away from he was battling colon cancer. He had no sympathy. His brother had a make a statement to the
Golden is frozen up. Gonna give it a second for her to get back on screen. If not, we finna get ready to wrap this up, man. You know what I mean? We just wanted to bring something to y'all. You know what I mean? Off the menu, man, something of substance. You know what I'm saying? That's important to her as well as myself, in regards to this title of why parents choose to do the most horrible and despicable things to their own children. You know what I'm saying? I really, in the mind state that I be in, I don't think that I can come up with any feasible thing, as an excuse as to why, you know what I'm saying, people would do, the unthinkable to their own children. It's just crazy work to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we was able to touch base, man, on this topic. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully those of y'all that haven't been able to make the live catch this a little bit later. We appreciate you all, man, for tapping in. To those of y'all that was able to catch the live, that checked in and checked out, appreciate you too as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close this on up. Shout out to the wonderful, beautiful Golden, you know what I'm saying, for tapping in today. My wonderful co-host. Shout out to everybody, man, that chose to join the roundtable today, and be a part of the discussion, man. If y'all have anything as to add to what we talked about, drop it in the comments section. You know what I mean? Y'all know I always answer the comments. You know what I mean? Everybody is invited to do so. You know what I'm saying? Please don't be shy about throwing a comment in there. Everybody got kids, so I know people gonna feel a certain way about this topic. You should. You know what I mean? But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna let y'all get back to the rest of y'all day. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Stay blessed. Love those that mean anything to you, man. Till the next time we meet at this round table, triple gang.